What if gratitude wasn't just a warm feeling you have when life treats you well, but a precision instrument that tunes your mind to the frequency of money? What if every thank you you speak, think, and write actually multiplies opportunity? What if, starting tonight, you could convert stress about bills, debt, or income into a daily upward spiral of cash flow, clients, and confident decisions? Stay with me, because that is exactly what happens when you practice gratitude the way I'm about to teach you. Not the casual kind, not the polite kind, the engineered, directed, measurable attitude of gratitude that changes your vibration and your behavior so your bank account can't help but follow. I'm speaking to you as if we were sitting across a table right now. You and me, no fluff, no superstition. You are a thinking, feeling, decision-making being designed for expansion and fuller expression. Money is part of that expansion. Money is not your master, it's your instrument. When you handle this instrument with the right mental stance, gratitude first, gratitude during, gratitude after, you move from chasing money to attracting it, from fear to flow, from scarcity habits to prosperity identity. Today, you're going to learn a complete technique, start to finish. You'll know what to do in the morning, what to do when you pay a bill, what to do when a client cancels, what to do before you send an invoice, submit a proposal, make a call, or walk into a meeting. You'll hear the words to say. You'll feel the shift in your body. You'll see the moves to take that make gratitude compound. By the end, you'll have a simple daily operating system that multiplies money because it multiplies your clarity, your magnetism, and your value creation. If you apply this, results follow. Not because I say so, because laws don't argue. Vibration doesn't argue. Attention doesn't argue. You'll prove it in your experience. So make this decision now. You'll listen actively, you'll do the exercises today, and you'll track the changes for 7, 14, and 30 days. When you see the shift, you'll understand why a sincere thank you spoken before the harvest brings the harvest forward. And one more thing, if this message serves you, if it wakes something up in you, subscribe and comment with one thing you're grateful for about money right now. State it in the present tense. That simple act sets the tone. It signals commitment. It helps this community grow around a shared frequency, gratitude that produces results. Now let's go to work. Let's start with a paradigm shift. Most people believe gratitude is a reaction to having. I want you to reverse it. Gratitude isn't a reaction. Gratitude is a generator. Gratitude is not a reward for outcomes. Gratitude is a cause of outcomes. You don't express gratitude because money arrived. You express gratitude so money can recognize where it's welcomed. When you live like this, you stop trying to think your way into prosperity while feeling your way back into fear. You align thinking, feeling, and action around one core stance. Thank you. I live in supply. I circulate value. I receive more than enough, always. When that becomes your baseline, your nervous system relaxes, your mind sharpens, and your behavior improves. Calm people keep more deals. Clear people create more value. Grateful people radiate trust and confidence, the very qualities people pay for. So here's the technique. I call it the gratitude cash flow loop. It has 5 gears. You'll learn each gear quickly, then you'll practice them today. Gear 1, prime. Gear 2, perceive. Gear 3, project. Gear 4, perform. Gear 5, prosper. You'll notice every gear is a decision. Gratitude is a stance you assume before facts change. Then facts change because your stance changed. Gear 1, prime. Right when you wake up, before you pick up your phone, place your right hand over your heart and breathe slowly through your nose. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Do that 5 times. Now, with your hand still there, speak this out loud, slowly, like you mean it. Thank you for perfect supply. Thank you for money in motion and money in rest. Thank you for ideas that serve and clients who value my work. Thank you that wealth flows through me because value flows from me. Notice how the words feel. Notice the temperature in your chest. Notice the calm rising as your breath settles. You are priming the nervous system for sufficiency. Fear shrinks the field of possibility. Gratitude expands it. Fear scatters attention. Gratitude gathers it. You are priming your inner instrument to notice opportunity today, not down the road, today. As you stand, walk slowly to a window. Look outside, even if the view isn't glamorous. Tree, sky, building, streetlight, it doesn't matter. Let your eyes soften. Say, thank you for the unseen intelligence that expands all things. Thank you for the law of compensation, that my level of income is guided by the need for what I do, my ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing me. And I'm raising all three today. That's priming. 2 minutes, that's it. You've sent the first order to your mind. You've taken leadership. You're not waiting for the world to tell you how to feel. You told your world how to show up. Gear 2, perceive. Gratitude requires precision. You're going to craft a simple ledger called the Money Appreciation Ledger. Grab a notebook or open a blank document. Title it at the top, What I Appreciate Appreciates. Under that, write 3 columns. Value I received, value I gave, value I missed. Every evening, you'll write 3 lines in each column. You'll list specific moments, the discount you received, the skill you used that saved time, the kind word that opened a door, the small courtesy that built trust. Then you'll list where you gave value today. You answered a question with patience. You delivered early. You solved a problem no one else would touch. Finally, and this is where the money multiplies, you'll identify value you missed. The follow-up you didn't send, the extra option you could have offered, the dust on your pricing page, the clutter in your calendar, the micro waste in your spending. Gratitude sharpens perception. When you see more value, you create more value. When you create more value, money finds you because you're easy to find. You may say, but I need money now. Good. Gratitude compresses time because it changes what you do next. When you hold the attitude, you stop broadcasting panic. Panic repels. People smell it. Gratitude communicates, I've got you. I'm present, I'm dependable. Which tone do you want a buyer to feel from you? Exactly. Perceive means you're training your mind to scan for usefulness rather than evidence of lack. Each time you record those 9 lines at night, you're training your reticular activating system to filter the world for money-making cues tomorrow. This is not wishful thinking. It's disciplined attention. Gear 3, project. Gratitude isn't only inward, it radiates outward as the impression of increase. This is one of the most profitable habits you will ever build. The impression of increase is the subtle signal you give every person. You'll be bigger, better, and more confident after encountering me. How do you project this? With language, speed, order, and follow through. Before you send an email, pause and say, thank you that this message is clear, kind, and useful. Then read the email as if you were the recipient. Remove 4 words, clarify the ask in 1 sentence, offer 1 next step that makes their decision easy. When you pay for coffee, look the person in the eye and say, thank you for your service. When you deliver a proposal, include a short paragraph. Whether we work together now or later, here are 3 ideas you can implement today to improve results. You are projecting increase. Gratitude makes you generous with usefulness, and usefulness is currency. Project gratitude into money in motion. Every time you send a payment, rent, utilities, software, say, thank you for the service I receive. Thank you that money returns to me multiplied. Smile, not a fake grin. A small, genuine lift in your face. Your body remembers these tiny movements. They condition your state. When a bill arrives, no matter what it looks like, say out loud, I'm grateful bills come to me. They prove I'm trusted. They prove I have access. Thank you for the flow. Then you act on it. On time if possible, with a plan if not. Gratitude doesn't enable denial. Gratitude enables effectiveness. You face reality with composure. Composure keeps your thinking online when others shut down. That composure is profitable. Gear 4, perform. Now we translate gratitude into decisions and actions that change your income. Here's a simple daily sequence called the 3-move money multiplier. Move 1. The gratitude call. Move 2, the gratitude offer. Move 3, the gratitude ask. It takes less than an hour. It compounds for the rest of your day. The gratitude call is a 5-minute voice memo or call to a current or past client, vendor, or mentor. You say, "I was thinking of you. I appreciated," name something specific. Thank you. If there's anything you need this week that I can help with quickly, tell me. You don't pitch, you appreciate. You open a loop of reciprocity that often returns as business, introductions, or information that saves you time. Do one call a day for 30 days. Track the results. The gratitude offer is a micro upgrade you deliver today to someone you already serve. A small deliverable sent early, a clearer template they can reuse, a quick video explanation, an extra option, a checklist. You label it, gratitude upgrade, you make it easy to use, you ask for nothing, you're planting seeds in fertile soil because they've already paid you or engaged with you. Seeds sprout where trust lives. The gratitude ask is a clean, precise, confident request for a next step from someone who's shown interest. You say, "Because I appreciate the direction you're headed, I believe option A would get you result in time frame. May I send a simple proposal by day, or I appreciate your clarity about goal. Would it help if I put 3 options on one page, good, better, best, so you can decide quickly?" You are not needy, you are grateful. Grateful for their time, grateful for your craft, grateful for the future result. That tone sells. Do these 3 moves daily. I want you to picture each one like a gear clicking forward. 1 click per day seems small. 30 clicks is momentum. 90 clicks is a new identity. People will experience you differently. They will feel safer choosing you. That safety closes deals. Gear 5. Prosper. Gratitude multiplies money when you circulate it with intention. You will establish 3 containers: build, buffer, bless. Every dollar you receive gets assigned. Percentage, not left over. Build grows your assets and skills. Buffer protects your operating calm. Bless keeps your heart open and fuels the cycle. Here's a starting rhythm: 50% build, 40% buffer, 10% bless if you're in growth mode, or 40 to 50 to 10 if your operating expenses are heavier right now. Adapt it, but commit to percentages. Gratitude without structure drifts. Gratitude with structure compounds. Build means you invest in what increases your capacity to produce. Skill training, tools that actually make you faster. Assets that cash flow or appreciate. You don't buy shiny, you buy leverage. You thank the purchase before you make it. Thank you that this tool pays for itself 10 times over. Then you track it, you prove it. Buffer is your cash cushion, operating expenses and personal runway. Gratitude loves order. Order creates confidence. Confidence increases your pricing power. Bless is generosity you practice now, not one day when I'm rich. Not irresponsible giving, conscious circulation. You decide a percentage. You direct it to people and causes that stir your spirit. You do it privately, joyfully, consistently. Why? Because what you appreciate appreciates. What you circulate without fear returns without fear. You're signaling trust in supply. Let's deepen the psychology. Gratitude interrupts the poverty loop. Fear, tighten, delay, resent, avoid. Gratitude activates the prosperity loop. Thank, open, decide, deliver, receive. The difference is not poetry, it's behavior. When you fear, you tighten. When you tighten, you delay the very moves that would bring relief. When you delay, opportunities age out. When opportunities age out, you resent the world. Resentment blinds you further. The spiral goes down. When you thank, first before proof, you open your attention. You ask a better question. Where is the value I can create right now? You decide quickly on the next right move. You deliver cleanly. You receive fully. Then you say thank you again. Round and round, up and up. That is how you multiply money. I want you to experience this physically now. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe. Imagine you're holding a smooth card in your hand. It's your gratitude cash flow card. It's warm because your hand is warm. It's solid because your decision is solid. On the card is a sentence written in your own handwriting. Thank you that money comes to me and increases through me every day because I create real value and deliver it with excellence. See the ink. Feel the texture. Now picture 3 scenes from your near future. First scene, you open your banking app and the number you see is a reflection of order, not chaos. You feel the muscles in your neck release. Your jaw unclenches. You whisper, "Thank you, I did that." Second scene, you're on a call with a client. Your voice is steady. Your offer is clear. They say, "Let's go ahead." You say, "Thank you," and you mean it. Third scene, you're paying a bill. You feel no sting. You feel flow. You bless the service it represents. You bless the people behind it. You bless the return flow. Open your eyes. That was 2 minutes. You just taught your body what gratitude prosperity feels like. Repeat that daily. Your nervous system will start to prefer this state. Your actions will begin to match it. Let's get gritty. How do you use this technique when pressure hits? A payment is late, a deal stalls, an expense pops up. You feel that jolt in your gut. Here's your emergency sequence. Pause, posture, phrase, plan. Pause means you do not react for 60 seconds. You put your hand on your chest. You count 3 breaths. Posture means you physically lift your sternum half an inch, relax your shoulders, and let your face soften. This tells your nervous system, we are safe enough to think. Phrase means you speak this out loud. Thank you for the chance to demonstrate mastery. Thank you that there is a way, and I'm seeing it now. Plan means you take a pen and write 3 micro moves: who to call, what to clarify, what to cut or create. You move one of those within the next 5 minutes. Gratitude isn't passive, it's the posture of a builder. You will notice that problems stop dragging on for days because you stop feeding them with panic. You cut the oxygen. You give oxygen to the solution. Let's talk about pricing because gratitude affects how you set and state your price. Scarcity says, please take me. I'll do it for less. Gratitude says, thank you for the chance to serve. Here is the investment for this outcome, and here is why it's fair. You present calmly. You pause. You let silence work. And if they ask for a discount, you don't shrink. You say, I appreciate the constraint. If you'd like to lower the investment, here's how we can adjust scope while protecting quality. That stance, clear, kind, firm, comes from gratitude for your craft and for the client. You're not squeezing, you're stewarding value. As your impression of increase grows, your pricing power grows. As your pricing power grows, your calm grows. The loop continues. Now I want to give you the 30-day gratitude money sprint. This is how you cement the habit. Today is day 0. Tonight, you assemble the simple tools: a notebook for your ledger, a card for your affirmation, and a calendar with 30 boxes or a simple habit app. You are going to check off 3 things each day: morning prime, 3-move money multiplier, and night ledger. That's it. You're going to add 2 weekly moves: a gratitude audit and a gratitude celebration. The gratitude audit takes 20 minutes on Sunday. You look across your money appreciation ledger and ask 3 questions. 1. What created the most value quickly last week? 2. Where did I leak value through delay, disorder, or indecision? 3. What will I do differently for 7 days? You decide 1 change. 1, not 5. You write it at the top of your ledger. This week, Maybe you cut a subscription and redirect the money to buffer. Maybe you increase your prices 10% for new inquiries and improve your proposal clarity. Maybe you commit to 1 gratitude call every day before noon and no social media until it's done. Small hinges swing big doors. Gratitude audit finds the hinge. You swing it. The gratitude celebration happens Friday afternoon. You sit with a cup of coffee or tea and write 1 page titled Cash Flow Wins I'm Grateful For. You capture every win, tiny and large, the quick reply that saved a day, the invoice paid, the idea that clicked, the habit kept. You savor it. Savoring amplifies reward in your brain. Amplified reward makes repetition easier. Repetition builds identity. Identity makes results predictable. Celebrate in private. Share one win publicly if you like, with humility and joy. Grateful for, here's what I learned. You'll be surprised how often that single post draws a client or an introduction. People can feel clean gratitude. It's magnetic. Let's bring gratitude into your environment. Your desk is a printing press. Your laptop is a factory. Your phone is a distribution center. Treat them as sacred tools. Clean your desk every evening and whisper, "Thank you for supporting my craft." Put a small object on your desk that anchors gratitude, a stone, a card, a coin, something you can touch before a call. When you touch it, say, "Increase." One word, one breath, one state. Build a thank you shelf in your workspace. Notes from clients, printed emails, photos of finished work. When your energy dips at 2 p.m., look at it. Feel the truth. You've created value before. You'll do it again. Energy returns. Work continues. Let's talk about debt and gratitude. Debt can trigger shame. Shame breeds secrecy. Secrecy breeds delay. Gratitude breaks secrecy. Gratitude says, "Thank you for the access that debt gave me at the time. Thank you that I am a person of order. Thank you that I pay what I owe with calm and consistency. Thank you that interest works for me now, not against me." You take a sheet of paper and write every debt, every interest rate, every minimum payment. You do not hide. You order it smallest to largest or highest interest to lowest. Choose the method that keeps you moving. Then you write this at the top: "Thank you that I'm in charge." Each time you make a payment, you whisper, "Declutter." Each time you choose not to make a random purchase, you say, "Compound." You train your brain to associate discipline with gratitude, not deprivation. And because you're running the 3-move money multiplier, extra revenue begins to show up. You aim it intentionally. You watch balances drop. You celebrate momentum. That feeling of dignity, that's money multiplying. Now, what about investing? Gratitude doesn't gamble. Gratitude does homework. Gratitude prefers businesses and vehicles you understand. Gratitude thanks the return before it arrives and thanks the lesson if it doesn't. You write a simple sentence before any investment. "I'm grateful for the cash flow this decision produces and the clarity this process gives me." You track it. You measure against a simple benchmark. You keep your circle of competence tight and your time horizon long. The most grateful investors are patient because they trust supply. They're not addicted to noise. They're addicted to clarity and compounding. That calm shows up everywhere else in their life. The irony? Calm people often win faster because they make fewer, better moves. Bring gratitude into negotiation. Before a meeting, speak this: "Thank you that we will both leave bigger than we arrived." During the conversation, listen carefully and reflect value back. If I hear you correctly, the result you want is X by Y with minimal Z. That sentence creates relief on the other side of the table. You just proved you understand. Gratitude for their position, their constraints, their goal. Then you propose. Clear, fair, clean. If they push back, you remember, your worth does not change in a negotiation. Your proposal does. You iterate without lowering your own esteem. Gratitude keeps your spine straight. Now let's address a subtle trap. Some people try to use gratitude to bypass pain. They pretend everything's okay and call it positivity. That's not gratitude, that's avoidance. Real gratitude faces the facts and decides who's in charge. If you lost money, say thank you for the feedback and inspect the process. Where did emotion hijack reason? Where did hurry introduce error? Where did pride block advice? Gratitude creates the safety to tell yourself the truth without collapsing into shame. Truth is profitable. You can fix what you can see. Let's design your daily script. You wake up and prime, hand to heart, breath, words of thanks. You drink water. You touch your gratitude anchor and read your card. You scan your calendar and ask, where will I deliberately project the impression of increase today? You choose 3 moments ahead of time. You schedule your gratitude call before noon. You design your gratitude offer right after. You send your gratitude ask to one person who is already warm, already watching, already waiting for leadership. You work, you deliver, you pause at lunch, and this might sound small. Say thank you for the meal and for the energy it gives you to create value this afternoon. You close your day by cleaning your desk, writing your ledger lines, and choosing one thing to improve tomorrow. That's the loop. Prime, perceive, project, perform, prosper, over and over. Simple does not mean easy, but it is repeatable. Repeatable creates results. You may be wondering, when do I see multiplication? You'll notice it in stages. First, you'll feel more space inside your chest. That space is precious. Space lets you respond rather than react. Then you'll notice small wins clustering, faster replies, warmer leads, spontaneous referrals, invoices paid sooner, a useful idea while you're on a walk. Don't dismiss them as coincidence. Thank them, record them. They're the front edge of increase. Next, you'll notice your offers becoming cleaner. Extra words fall away. Decision friction drops for your buyers. Then a bigger win arrives, an anchor client, a bulk order, a raise, a license, a distribution deal. When it does, don't go numb. Receive it fully. Say thank you with your whole body. Pause and let yourself feel the reality of supply. Then allocate to build, buffer, bless. You just completed a full circuit. Momentum is now your ally. I want to give you a few thank you lines you can use in specific money moments. Use them verbatim if you like, or adapt them. When you hit send on an invoice, thank you that this exchange is clean and timely and benefits us both. When you open your accounting dashboard, thank you for the clarity to improve what I measure. When you're tempted to panic spend, thank you that I'm a person of order. I choose alignment over impulse. When you receive a no, thank you for the speed. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you that a better match is already on its way. When you're about to make a courageous ask, thank you for giving me words people can trust. These lines are not magic. They are leadership cues. They steady your state. They prime your behavior. Let's talk about the people around you. Gratitude multiplies when you share the stance with your team or family. Start your Monday meeting with one sentence each. One money-related thing I'm grateful for and why. Keep it tight, keep it real, watch the energy change. End your Friday with one value we created that we're proud of. The team that practices this will solve problems faster. They'll take feedback without crumbling, because gratitude makes the ego less brittle. If you're solo, use your journal or leave yourself a 60-second voice memo. Future, you will thank present you for the record. Now, a word about speed. Gratitude does not slow you down. It removes the friction of fear. When fear drives, you brake and accelerate at the same time. Your engine overheats. Gratitude drives smooth. You choose, you move, you adjust. You'll be surprised how quickly you recover from missteps. That resilience is a competitive advantage. I want you to experience a short visualization that wires this in deeper. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe once. See yourself stepping into a bright, orderly workspace tomorrow morning. Hear the quiet hum of a focused mind. Smell coffee or tea. Feel your feet grounded on the floor. On your desk is your gratitude cash flow card and your ledger. You pick up the card and read it slowly. Your shoulders drop a fraction. Your breath deepens. Now see 3 names appear on a sticky note: your gratitude call, your gratitude offer target, your gratitude ask. You smile. You know exactly what to say. Picture your hand writing a clean subject line, simple, clear. Picture the recipient opening it and nodding. Now jump ahead 6 hours, see a notification, paid, another. Let's move forward. Feel the warmth in your stomach, not adrenaline, satisfaction, completion. You whisper, thank you. Now zoom out, see 30 boxes on a calendar, your 30-day sprint. See check marks filling the first row, then the second. Feel the rhythm building. Hear a future you 30 days from now speaking to you. That decision changed everything. Open your eyes. You just rehearsed the state. You'll recognize it tomorrow. You might say, but what if I don't feel grateful? You don't wait to feel grateful to practice gratitude any more than you wait to feel strong to lift a weight. Practice produces produces feeling. Feeling amplifies practice. Start where you are. Speak the words, write the lines, make the moves. Within days, you'll notice a softness in your face and a firmness in your decisions. That's gratitude growing up inside you. Before we close, I want to draw your attention to one powerful distinction. Thank you for versus thank you that. Thank you for names what is. Thank you that aims at what's coming. Use both. Thank you for the client who paid today. And thank you that more aligned clients are choosing me now. Thank you for the skill I used in that call. And thank you that my skill is compounding through deliberate practice. This dual gratitude makes you master of both present and future. Right now, choose your first step. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until you reorganize your entire life. Decide that you will prime tomorrow morning with hand to heart, that you will do one gratitude call before noon, that you will send one gratitude ask by end of day, and that you will write your ledger tonight. That is enough to begin the loop. If this message helped you, subscribe. In the comments, write one money outcome in the present tense that you're grateful for now. State it as if it's done. I'm grateful that my monthly income is and growing. Share this with one person who needs calm and clarity around money today. You might unlock something in them that echoes back to you in the most practical ways. Let me leave you with a final reframe to carry all day tomorrow. Money is not the prize. Expansion is the prize. Money is the receipt. Gratitude, directed, practiced, embodied, makes you expansive. You think larger. You serve deeper. You deliver cleaner. The receipts pile up because the value did. Say this with me now out loud like a quiet pledge. Thank you that I am a calm, confident steward of wealth. Thank you that money multiplies through me because I multiply value for others. Thank you that I live in supply, feel that land. That's the sound of a new identity taking root. And identities create outcomes. So go. Make your first call. Write your first ask. Pay one bill with a smile and a blessing. Clean your desk. Touch your gratitude anchor. Breathe. Decide. Move. Tonight, write your 9 lines. Tomorrow, repeat. Let the loop spin. Let the compound effect unfold. And when it does, when your numbers change and your shoulders relax and your voice steadies even more, remember this moment. Remember that it started with a decision to say thank you before the harvest, during the work, and after the result. That's how you multiply money with gratitude. That's how you build a life you're proud to pay for and be paid by. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.